Good morning, dear students. Today, I teach you about The Harp of India, a popular poem written by Henry Desrosiers. You know, he is the first modern poet of India. Henry Desrosiers, in his poetry, vividly projects patriotic feelings as well as Indianness. Most of the writers during British rule did their best to give shape, to give proper presentation to the issues they have seen in the society. Everybody knows how Indians led their life during British rule. Some of the eminent writers of that period made up their mind to express the feelings and emotions of Indians in their writings. Particularly Rabindranath Tagore, Henry Desrosiers, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, Sarojini Naidu, these writers did their best to give expression to the feelings of Indians, and their poetry most probably based on patriotic emotions, social issues of the time. Henry Desrosiers is considered as the first modern poet of India, and he played a significant role in revolutionizing the social and political life of the 19th century Bengal. His contribution to the awakening of Bengalis is highly commendable. Through his writings, he awakened people, bringing into limelight social and political aspects. Bengal always considered the place of intellectuals, and Henry Desrosiers is one among them. And he is primarily responsible for revolutionizing social and political aspects of Bengali people. And in many ways, he was a torchbearer for many issues in those days. He enlightened people on social and political aspects of that period. And his efforts yielded positive results, and people of Bengal began to experience the impact of his words, the impact of his writings. That is the reason why we find number of Bengalis coming forward and enlightening the people of the rest of the nation. And Henry Desrosiers has written number of literary works, and the present poem, The Harp of India, remains unique among them. This poem is completely based on his patriotic feelings, and His concern for the protection of social and cultural values of our country. As a true Indian, as a true Indian, he yearns for the freedom of the people and the protection of the right of Indians and preserving the ancient cultural values of India. That is the reason why he occupies a prominent place in Indian writing in English. The poem is in the sonnet form. This is the short form, the short poem having abundance of meaning. You know, sonnet is a short poem of 14 lines. So Henry Derozio adopted this form to express his thoughts and feelings in a such a way that his feelings and thoughts reach the common man. The poet has used harp. The poet has used harp, a musical instrument with strings. You know, harp is an ancient Indian instrument which had enjoyed popularity for many centuries. It stood as a replica of Indian culture. It is a symbol of our ancient music. The strings of that instrument create melody and pleasure to the music lovers. So here, Henry Derozio takes harp as a symbol to reveal the importance of the rich, varied and traditions of India. As I said earlier, the harp is a symbol of Indian culture and heritage. And strings represent diverse elements of Indian culture. Diverse elements of Indian culture. Nowhere in the world you find diverse elements or various elements, in the sense various cultures, various languages, various attitudes, different environments coming together forming a country. It happens only in India. That's why the harp of India is a replica of Indian culture, is a replica of Indian greatness, and it also exhibits Indian greatness to the world. The poet feels that the British rule has spoiled the great tradition of our country. Ours, even world recognizes, is a country of great culture. Our culture has shown its impact on many countries. But during British rule, what happened, the impact of foreign culture has, in a sense, destroyed our culture very much. People began to adopt themselves to the Western culture, forgetting the great values Indian culture consists. Then the British completely colonized. The British has completely colonized the British Empire. The British rulers has completely occupied not only geographical part of India, but they also wanted to occupy, or they wanted to make inroads into our ancient culture, and they want to dominate and over our culture. Not only the physical being of the Indian, but also mental capabilities. Our age-old traditions have begun to decline as some of the Indians' mentality has been influenced by British rule and British culture. Here we find concern of the poet. Here the poet expresses his concern for the decline of our culture, for the change in the attitude of the people. The poem is an evolutionary process of Indians to achieve better things. So here the poem reveals the changes Indians have undergone during the British rule. While respecting different cultures, Indians began to think about themselves and they wanted to liberate themselves from the clutches of Britishers. This evolutionary process, if you take positively, is towards the right growth, freeing Mother India from the clutches of Britishers. Better things. As the harp is hanged to a branch of a tree, it must be used to indicate our past glory. So the poet says that our ancient musical instrument called the harp is hanged to a branch of a tree. It is not in use now. Western instruments have made it remain silent. Our harp is hanging down there. Now it is the responsibility of Indians to make use of our ancient instrument to revive our own culture. It is the need of the hour. The poet emphasizes the need to revive our old culture by way of making use of harp which is hanged to a branch of a tree. Yes. The intensity of feeling expressed in the harp of India indicates poets' firm conviction that India will one day regain her past glory. The poem, as I said earlier, reveals intense emotions of the poet. The poet, Henry Derozio, yearns for the revival of Indian culture. He wants to bring back the culture once we had. And he doesn't want Indians to come under the impact of British culture. He wants Indians to revive ancient cultural values and follow them in day-to-day life. Once we revive our culture, we can pave the way for future generations to live under Indian customs and culture. Here, harp is a symbol of our ancient glory. Harp is a replica of our culture. The poet's intention is to awaken Indians to go back to ancient Indian culture. And everyone has to shoulder the responsibility to make sure that the past glory becomes part of our living. Once the past glory becomes part of our living, what happens, our culture and our heritage becomes alive once again. Then Indian mode of living becomes a role model to the rest of the world. Here we understand poets' love for his country and his patriotic feelings and his desire for the revival of our ancient culture. Same kind of concepts, same kind of emotions we also find in the writings of Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, Rabindranath Tagore. They have also well projected the core values of Indian culture and heritage. So, from this poem, we need to understand that we must become sincere adherents to our ancient culture, and it is a time for us to imbibe patriotic feelings. And since strings of that harp indicates different cultures, different attitudes, we need to live together collectively, then we can make our country very strong. Together we can stand and fight. If we divide ourselves, we certainly fall down. For many centuries, Indians collectively live together. It is our primary responsibility to follow the path of our ancients to make sure that India remains strong forever. Thank you.